morning and happy Thursday. Today is a pretty important day in my head because it's officially when I start the process of getting Alfie more help, and I'm going to explain to you briefly why I think it's important. Sorry, my cough is still there. So, as you know, Alfie has been assessed for his speech already through the school, and it came up that he had 1 year speech and comprehension delay. In some children, it is just a delay that's on its own. There's no reason, it just happens and then sorts itself out. In some other children, it can be, especially in bilingual children, a speech delay is very common, but the comprehension side of things usually is not really associated with that. And there are also children who have a speech delay, which is a consequence of another issue that is making a delay in speech as a result, if you know what I mean. In Alfie's case, at first it appeared to people who don't know him well as just one of those speech delays that is not really explained, but is not too worrying and all that. But in the past year, I've been noticing more and more certain behaviors which made me, not made me worry as such, but I did notice them. And they went in the back of my mind, and I thought, it's not something I feel like I need to do something about just yet. If it sorts itself out, it might just go, but I just don't want to ignore it, and I will keep an eye on it. So that's kind of how I've been going. Then, after the summer, these issues became more and more obvious, and to me, if it was something that was a phase, or if it was something that was due to his age, they would improve with time, and improve as he communicates better and all that. It's actually been the opposite. It feels like these issues are getting worse. At first the school wasn't really noticing them as well, but they were not doing any work that would make them realize this was going on. But as time went on, especially when they had to assess his speech, they did notice exactly the same things as I did. So they asked me, would you like to do something more, or would you like to wait as his speech improves to see if it just sorts itself out? Maybe it's just frustration from not being able to communicate properly. And I was feeling like that whenever they offered that. It was maybe in October or so. I was feeling like we'll just wait and see, and after Christmas we'll decide. But in the last couple of months, and especially in the run-up to Christmas, because there was a lot of situation that could trigger those issues I was noticing, I started to realize it is not just the speech, there is definitely something else. And I mean, I used to be a childminder, I've worked with a lot of children, I've worked in a lot of childcare places, so I have been in contact with a lot of children with various learning difficulties and all that. And so I know a little bit about some of them. From my experience and what I know, I think Alfie ticks a lot of boxes for ADHD and also for SPD, which is sensory processing issues disorder. Anyway, I'm keeping my mind completely open because, to be honest with you, what I know is from having worked with children, it's very different when it's your own child and you notice things. But bottom line is, this morning the health visitor is coming to the house because although we have started the process to get him assessed through the school, his school is run by Sure Start. It's not really a school, it's like a preschool program, but the help he gets through that will not carry on when he goes to school in September. And with Owen, we did not get help just yet in that program. We started to ask for help about halfway through the first year in school, and it took a very long time to get help. And I was convinced that if I got the help out of school already, I didn't need to ask for it in school as well. And it turns out that having both was actually extremely helpful, because some things would only happen in school, some things would only happen at home. Excuse me. And having the school on board, even though the teacher really wasn't, having the professionals coming to the school to see him in that environment really helped and gave us a full picture of the issues. And it has helped massively for him to get the help through the school and also out of school. So that's what I feel like with Alfie. I decided, even though it's happening through Sure Start already, to also do it out of school. So then if everything we manage to do before he goes to school will be passed on to the school in September, and we can start the process in school then with all the evidence that's already been gathered out of school, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to make it simple, but yeah. So what's happening today is the health visitor is coming to the house. We've already spoken on the phone quite a lot, and from what I've said to her on the phone, she does agree that something needs to be done. It needs to be referred somewhere, but she wants to have a chat about it with me to see the different options, what we believe is the best way to help him. And she also wants to try and assess him in the house, which is potentially going to be difficult because it's very hard to make him do activities and all that without him initiating them. But she said she'd work around it. We'll try and find a way to have a referral with as much information as we can, so he can get the most relevant help. So that's what she's coming for. I am very satisfied with the health visitor I have. I've had her since we moved here when Owen was about a year old, and she's a lady who has been amazing when James was sick. She's been so supportive during the pregnancy. She's very open-minded. She's very willing to try different things. She's really good at listening to the parents' instinct over statistics and things like that. So excuse me, I feel like I'm in really good hands with her, and I know she will do what she can to help. So fingers crossed we get to the right place and the waiting list is not crazy long. I'm expecting to have to wait several months. I mean, I'm not delusional, but you know, if it can be several months and over several years, that would be brilliant. The health visitor just left, and I am so pleased with how it went. What are you doing? Alfie is hyper because whenever people visit, he loves it because he can do the Alfie show. What are you doing, little monkey? Are you sleeping on the floor? Are you sleeping on the floor, monkey? I'm gonna get you. Anyway, she completely agrees with what we think and what the school is thinking, and she's backing us up, and she's done what I was hoping she would do. She referred him to the pediatrics team for an assessment to try and determine the cause of his issues. But she said that what it looks like is that, so he has the speech delay, he has sensory issues, and I suspected there was some. Owen does have sensory processing issues, so it wouldn't surprise me if that was the cause of some of them. And she said ADHD it does tick a lot of boxes, but where he goes is where they assess the kids for any kind of those things, like with autism and all. And what they do, instead of going, we're going to assess him for that, they do a general assessment first to rule some out, and they go with the most obvious ones and then assess more in detail. So this is what's going to happen. But then it means that he doesn't go there being assessed only for one thing. He goes there for a general assessment, and then they will take it from there, and then and we'll see. But the waiting list is only about 9 weeks now. It may sound crazy to some of you, but for here it's actually not too bad. I was expecting to have to wait for a month, so 9 weeks is actually not so bad. Hopefully there's no further delays, but I'm feeling very positive about how it went, and I'm feeling, it's just, do you know when you've been thinking something for a long time and you're wondering, am I imagining things and all that, and then you have health professionals and school backing you up on how you feel, and it means that this is what's going to help you to get help. It feels really good. So what I would say is, if you have a child or you have any concerns at all, this is craziness, any concerns at all, just talk to your health visitor or talk to your GP or talk to the school. With Owen, we got a lot of help from the Senko at school, who got us access to a lot of other things. Talk to the teacher and see what the options are. There's a lot they can do. Like with Owen, once we started to get the help for Owen, it was amazing, and it's made a massive difference to his daily life. Yeah, just trust your instinct and don't worry about people will say, because at the end of the day people will say stuff anyway. So yeah, just do whatever you feel is right, but I would strongly recommend talking to people if you think there could be something, because the help you can get is amazing, and you can only get it if you ask for help. So that's what we're doing, and I'm feeling very positive right now that this went this way, and that she's kind of confirming that I'm not imagining things. I have the right reasons to think there could be something, and yeah, so I feel good. Hello. We've had a massive fail of an afternoon, and I need to rant. Hold on, let me explain, okay? Then you can rant too when it's as angry as I am. So we went to the shoe shop to get shoes for Alfie, and they had absolutely none, a single pair we could try in his size. So the only option what he had is to order into store a pair that in the size we think he is, and hope that they fit next time, and they take a week to arrive. And his shoes he has at the moment are too small, but because he has such an awkward size, that's the only option we have. Then we went on to Owen's eye test. The eye test went brilliantly, and his eyes are now, the two eyes are different eyesight, which is what I have too. And excuse Alfie screaming in the background. It's been a rubbish afternoon for everyone. Eye test went well. We were told to go and pick some new glasses. We had previously looked online because Owen is very particular about glasses, and I thought if we kind of pre-select things online it would be great. So first of all, let me say something. For girls, they have 4 racks of glasses. For boys, there are only 2. And half of it are football glasses or baby glasses, so it leaves like 1 rack, let's say. Out of that, not a single pair of glasses were fitting Owen, but we only discovered that he wanted a specific type of glasses, which he tried on, and the girl who was trying them on said, I'm sorry, these are really too big for his face, you're gonna have to pick something else. What is it? Owen was already extremely disappointed that he couldn't get the glasses he wanted, that he had seen online in the kids section. It took us half an hour of discussion with him for him to finally settle on a pair of Cars glasses with Lightning McQueen on the side, and a pair of Avengers glasses with all the Avengers on the side that were really nice. Got them fitted for his face and all that. And when it came to the part where another woman came and she looked at the glasses and she said, oh no, we can't sell you that, they are too big. They were actually smaller than the Star Wars glasses he currently has, but she insisted that were not right, she needed to get smaller ones. So she basically wanted him to get baby Winnie the Pooh glasses, which there's no chance, I'm sorry, but no, I'm not putting baby glasses on him. He is 6.5, and he was allowed last time to have Star Wars glasses. They do kind of slide a tiny bit, but it's tiny bit, and he's coped with that absolutely fine. Last time there was no problem with this, but this woman had decided today she would not sell them to us, and she told us, you need to come back later when there's more stock. And so Owen already had the disappointment of having to say no to the glasses he really wanted. He finally accepted it and settled for other ones, to be told again, no, you can't have those. And all you can have is football glasses, because apparently these come in baby size, because when you're a baby you love football, as we all know. And when you're a boy, the only thing you're allowed to like is superheroes and football.
I just wanted to get rid of some unpopular stuff.
Well, I don't know, but I just had to go with no glasses, so we have to go back at the end of next week. And he now has glasses that are not suited for his eyesight. It means that when he looks in one of the eyes, then the test he sees completely blurry, which is not okay. She told me to go and look on the website, which is what we had done before coming, and there's nothing else. It's like, people, like, you need to update yourself with gender specifics. The girls are allowed to have Minions, Little Ponies, Dory. How is Pixar stuff just for girls? How is that possible? Is Finding Nemo for girls or for boys?
It's a lot for boys.
It's for both, isn't it?
Yeah, like for both.
why do they not have unisex ranges for those ones? It's ridiculous. It makes me so angry. I really hate gender specifics with a passion. Now I have a very another one.
Yeah. I'm gonna explain a little bit more about what Mummy just said.
Okay.
So wait a minute. Remember you said some. Tell them what.
Well, tell them what happened.
So basically, we went had eye test. It's after checking all these news that.
No, you can't. Speak properly, please, because we can't understand anything when you speak like that. Do a normal voice, not a YouTuber voice.
So.
So you had your eye test, and then what happened when you went to pick the glasses?
We found out that the two that I planned were too big.
So then what happened?
Then the glasses that I picked that I definitely wanted, when we went to the lady, she said like.
Well, the first lady said yes, didn't she?
Yeah, but the second lady, no, like. She is really nasty.
There we go, in the mouth of a child. She was actually she looked like a very bitter, grumpy woman, and she acted like it, and to me this was not okay. The thing is, if from the start they had said to me, I'm sorry, you have very low stock at the minute, we don't really have anything in his size, would you mind coming back next week? Absolutely fine, I get it, it's the end of the season, they have the sale at the moment, completely get that, absolutely fine. But to first find out he was disappointed, to make me spend half an hour convincing my child to like glasses he didn't really want in the start, to then tell me, oh, by the way, no, you can't have those. This is driving me nuts. I mean,
yes.
This is not okay, is it?
No, we need to sort this out, but that plan that we had first, we're going to make another plan. So that plan.
So we bought ice cream to cope with that.
Yeah, well, that's just the thing, really, and then we'll actually make the plan.
Yeah, should we look online now to see what we can find?
Yeah,
no, we need to remember that whatever we find, it might be too big in the end.
Yeah, but
I think next time when I go, I'm going to say, hi, this is my child, show me what you have available in his size. That is plastic frame, he cannot stand those things. I can't stand them either. I'm not going to blame him for that. That is not football related, because we don't want football, because he doesn't care about football.
Well, I am going to join football, but I'm just not really interested with football right
that's
now.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
and you shouldn't have to be interested in football if it's not what you're interested in. That's okay.
But maybe when I start playing football, I might get interested.
Exactly, but right now, it's not really football stuff you want, and that's absolutely okay. You shouldn't have to have football things just because you're a boy.
Yeah.
And there's even girls that like football. Maybe they would like to have football glasses.
Yeah.
That would be okay too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. Anyway, 8 minutes of rant. I think this vlog is going to be like a giant rant. Like my daily rants, I might call it that. Daily rants of the week. And yeah, we've been ranting a lot this week, haven't we? I might even actually have to cut this vlog in 2 parts, because there's so much ranting this week that it doesn't fit in one vlog. Or make a giant rant vlog, so then if you don't want to listen to the rants, you don't have to. Right. I'm gonna cough my lungs out, take some medicine, and then we're gonna look at the Specsavers website. And if we can't find anything there and they can't sort us out, we'll just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And yeah, because I'm sorry.
Actually, I got to make a plan.
What's the plan?
We'll try and make a plan and that will teach her a lesson.
Do you think she can learn something? And she was very grumpy.
We need to make it really good, but luckily it's at the end of the year we get the next eye test.
Yeah, we still have. The thing is, last time he only had 6 months to do with the glasses, so I could have put up with something he's not massively into. But then he's gonna have to wear those glasses for a year, so I don't really want him to have to wear glasses he doesn't like for a year. It's not fair, and it shouldn't be. It's not right, and it's not okay. I wouldn't do that to myself. I'm not gonna do it to my child. So yeah, right. Let's go and find some glasses, and then we'll show them if we find anything.
Yes, but in case that doesn't work, we'll do a plan. Every time we get eye test, we'll try and make it better. So she will definitely learn the lesson.
Oh, and you know what? I'm going to tell you something that you might not like. Some people are very old and grumpy and they can't learn new things. They don't care about learning and they don't care.
Oh.
But you know what matters? As long as you remember that you can learn a lesson and do better things, that's good.
Yes, but maybe if we do that as best as we can learn how
To try
the lesson.
We'll try. Next time you go, hey lady, remember me? Last time you told me that I'm going to teach you a lesson. You need to be less grumpy. don't actually do that, Chrissy. You might actually do that the next time.
I'll be right back. Sit down.
So we are parked in a shopping centre car park. Do you want to tell where we've just been, Owen?
We've just been to Specsavers.
And what happened?
It went well.
The glasses that we were told yesterday were too big. What happened?
They were just right.
They were not too big. No, the star one, fair enough. See, yesterday he was set on 2 pairs of glasses, and right away the girl said, I think those are too big. And this is what happened today. One of them, we were not completely sure if they were too big or if they just looked too big, and they advised, although they could make them work, they thought it was better to go with another pair. So we asked about the pair that yesterday, after we tried everything on, said they were too big, which were exactly the same size as his glasses, and they know they're actually perfect for him. So this woman yesterday wasn't very good, and in the end we got the glasses. He even found a pair he liked more than the Cars one. He was going to settle on a pair of Cars glasses, which he didn't like as much. Did you?
Yeah, because it was the only choice.
Yeah, exactly. But there in the end he found a pair that he likes even more. So that's worked out really good, and the man that did it was really good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So we're getting them next Saturday. And that means that he only has a week to do with the glasses that are not exactly right, and then he gets his new glasses.
Yay!
We're back home now, and I thought before I end this vlog, I'm going to show you what I've done today, because sometimes I'm doing a few times a year on a Sunday, I do what's expected of a perfect housewife. And today I did a roast chicken with veg and potatoes and a dessert all myself. So the chicken, I only got that because we found this in Lidl. I've never tried that before, but it's the chicken in a bag, and you literally put the chicken in the bag for an hour and 45 minutes in there, and then you take the bag off and you put it back on. You baste the chicken and then you cook it for a further 15 minutes so it goes crispy. Then I've made this. This was actually a side that I had in one of the HelloFresh recipes. I've kept all the ones we've had so far here. They're actually really nice, and this was very handy to make. It's kind of a bubble and it's quick. It's sweetheart cabbage with potatoes with skins on and roasted with thyme and olive oil. I've made it earlier before we left for Specsavers, and once I put the chicken on to go crispy at the end, I'll just put that back on the oven for a while. And this is a traditional cake called King's Cake. It's on the day the wise men are celebrated in France, so usually the first Sunday of January we do this cake. Traditionally there's two types. This one is the traditional one, and there is inside it, now usually I haven't done that because I don't have one, a broad bean that's dried out, and you put it inside when you make it, and whoever gets the piece with that broad bean inside is the king. And there is a lot of traditions around it. I'll turn around. The way it works is that the youngest person at the table goes under the table. I'm actually going to show you my calendar I bought in France, because the picture for January is a family celebrating this. So this is the picture, and the youngest goes under the table. As you can see, there's the cake here, and there's a crown, usually like a gold paper crown, and the little one goes under the table, and somebody else holds a piece and says, who is this one for? And the little one under, who can't see what's going on, is saying who it's for. So then you can't cheat and can't take the crown, and then whoever does this has a paper crown like this. Now, we don't have a paper crown, we don't have this inside, but I had to do one. In France you would just buy it. Obviously can't buy it here, but I couldn't do. I don't think I've had a year where I haven't had that. There's a few traditions like that I cannot skip, it's just part of who I am, so that's what I made for dessert. Also tidied up the kitchen. I have the laundry on there. I just have one more load of light clothes to do, and that's it, all sorted. Oh, actually my tumble dryer is almost done. One thing I wanted to do this weekend and it hasn't happened. The weekend hasn't gone to plan at all. That whole Specsavers thing yesterday messed up everything. We were planning to just be there for an hour for the eye test and pick the glasses and go and do today, just focus on stuff in the house. And because of what happened, we ended up staying there for 2.5 hours. Everything I was supposed to do yesterday after didn't happen, and then we ended up having to go back out today, which we were not planning. So I haven't been able to sort out the office. My parents are arriving on Friday, so I still have time. So I'll just do it during the week. But I finished all my orders. I need to ship tomorrow. I have finished all my stickers I was making for the goodie bags for the big meet, so a lot of things ticked off. I'm having a little planning session. This is my work planner, this is my personal planner, and my stickers, and catching up on TV while I'm doing this, while I wait for this chicken to be done, so then I can start the week organized. My cold is getting better. I know it didn't sound like it there, but I don't have, my coughing fits are spreading more and more apart, so I'm hoping this is it. Also, I bought this in Superdrug when I was there. I love the smell of it. I have another one of them, the first one she released. That was $2.99 in Superdrug, and it smells so nice. I know it's meant to be a wintry one, but I think it can smell like any time really. And I've been wanting to buy myself a darker lipstick because I want to manage to pull it off. I know it suits me, but I'm not brave enough. But this is one of my things. I want to be braver, and this is the color I picked. It's like a dark red with a slight tinge of pink. And I also got this because this is a more see-through one, so it's like a step before. It's this one you can build up, and it's like a lip balm, so it's more moisturizing, when this one I think stays on for quite a while. Anyway, my goal is by the time I go to London for the big meet, I would like to wear this, potentially, depending on what I'm wearing clothes wise, but in the meantime I can wear this more often. I got these in Superdrug as well. And yeah, that's the end of this week. Then once the chicken is done, we'll have it, and then just parents are probably gonna call around, and then tonight I will not be working. I was planning to take the whole day off today, and it didn't happen. I ended up having to work all morning. That's life when you're self-employed. The good thing is that I can work around my children and all that, but it also means that if you don't get something done at some point, you have to work on days when you are planning to have a rest. That's the way it works. So yeah, but it's not too bad. I'm able to take some time to myself to do a bit of planning now. I've been ranting a lot. Sorry, these videos have probably been long. I haven't edited yet, but assuming it will be a 2-part for this week, because there was a lot of ranting. But I hope you understand the rants and you still find them somehow interesting. Do you want to say bye bye to the vlog, Owen?
Bye. Wait, what?
What? It's Sunday, so it's the end of the week.
No, but there's still more time.
No, because I have loads of things to do and none are very vloggable. And you're going to have a bath after, and you're not going to vlog bath.
Bye.